Missed. Imagine what those hit. What the? What was that? That was ridiculous. I still met the cameraman. Killing this one. Ow. The fuck? Okay, this guy's getting mad. Out of here. Oh. Okay. They get really mad that I killed his friend. The moon controls the tides, if not the other way around, folks. What beats the moon? Piccolo. No, not any musical instrument. I should have said for Dragon Ball Z. God dang it. Piccolo does not beat the moon. In a pack, this dog definitely.
Hello, 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 you fantastic people. Welcome back to the Phantom Zone. Where I am currently invisible, I guess. Camera. There I am. Hello. So yeah, me and Marvin should be doing some more 1D&D today, but I haven't confirmed exactly with him yet. I have to see if he's still up for it, I guess. Otherwise, I can always figure out something else, I guess, quick. Let's see. How does this remind him? I'm ready. We'll go from there. Yeah. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, we had some tornado watch weather around where I live yesterday. I didn't end up really amounting to much, but overnight it ended up storming a little bit more. So we got like more rain, thunderstorms and such. But yeah, nothing crazy really happened. Just some slight high winds that didn't really, didn't do anything. So that's good. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know we tend to start around 10 or so. That's about 10 minutes from now. 10 at 10. So if Marvin still wants to do it, I'm assuming that he's getting set up on his end and just hasn't said anything to me about confirming that or not. Hopefully that's the case. guess I can play something on my Switch while I'm waiting for him. On TV, turn on. There you go. Okay, why is it doing that on that? I'm gonna take this stuff off here for now. Make sure to turn that back on later. I've actually been playing a bit of F299 again lately. They added some more stuff to it again. Always fun to go back and play it every once in a while. £50 in team battle as a bumper. Interesting. Team battle's only here right now, so I might as well do it while it's here. Yeah, I mostly see the new cars here now. Before it was kind of rare to see them because you had to complete a certain like Grand Prix. But now that you just have to play enough these certain maps, so the tracks, whatever, or tracks and such, you see a lot more of them now. Ah, good old Big Blue. Okay. I'm blue and Big Blue. Hopefully that's a good sign. Okay, so the lucky bumper thing I need to like almost immediately blow up in order to do that. Which seems a little weird. Maybe I'll wait after this first guy away to do that. It seems like you're kind of screwing your team over by doing that. I don't know how much I really need that badge that I'm willing to just put my team in a worse spot for it. Good job, team. Okay. Second, I guess. Okay. I think you really to try to blow yourself up in team battle mode. He has way less people on the track that are trying to blow you up. No. Great time for my alarm to go off. Just drove straight into the wall. Go out of here. I forgot what color I was for a second. I forgot I could spin. And jump, actually. Okay. Ah. They should be around a lot longer in this mode. So you can get points. Oh, we still won? You know, I like jumped off the track like midway. Nah, I didn't get that many points, but I had the most bumper. That's a lifetime total of 50 points. I feel like you can almost get a total of 50 points in one race if you jump off immediately. Because you get 6 per time you hit with a spin attack. I still haven't heard from Mario, man. Still have some time. I guess he's probably just not super concerned about when we start. So I'll attempt this. I was trying to remember which decals I've gotten, though. There's no indication just on the thing like, oh, you've gotten the decal with this like vehicle or whatever. You have to like go and check the workshop, see do you have it, and then go and do it. And then sometimes you miss the window that during the race for that reason, or yeah, you only give yourself like the one attempt when you could have gotten 2. Yeah, try to rank out like I always do. I don't usually blow up, but I rank out pretty often, just from like somehow not keeping up in like the 3rd or 4th race. You got boost power. Yeah, where's the best part to use this again? Here? Kinda. Oh. Oh, but I got bumped off by that. Oh, wow, wow, wow. If I don't wake up from that, be super lucky if I don't crash into a wall like that. Oh, I missed completely. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Some risky boosting kept me in the race somehow at 26. And I bounced off the wall like 6 times in a row. I didn't beat most of my rivals for that reason though. Dun, 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 dun. Right, down, left, right, A, B, of course. It's your Konami code. Well, the start, right? I'm just gonna, yeah, start. Look, it's only blue on your guys' end. Not that blue on mine. I had to check the filter on that again. Nope. Tilted the stick just the weirdest way, I guess. Oh, missed it. You know, like, get out of my way. Oh. Oh. Because I got hit by the exploding wood. Risky, but worked. Nice, 3. Got 3 of them. Didn't give me very much points. Too many points there, though. There. I had a filter on there. That was making it really blue for whatever reason. Now that looks better. Okay, race 3. Usually around where I know I'm gonna get ranked out or not. Can't have any mistakes here. Got police power. Nope. Gotta risk it for the biscuit, I guess. That's a weird jump. Okay. I'm gonna get that guy, but he managed to get away. Ah. Oh. Ow. Oh, nice. I got a little bit of extension. Very nice. Very nice. Keeping it under 20 is good, because eventually I will need to do that. Just to stay in the race. Yeah, I can see a lot less during these Grand Prix. A regular, like, 99 race gives you a lot more, I feel like. Okay, we got... Okay, next race is the one I need to get under 20, and then I just need to finish the last race. Right next to my rival, okay. This track's actually pretty straightforward, at least. Ow. Ow. Nice, 8th. Very nice. Beat all of them. Nice, nice. That gives me a decent chunk still. Okay, so just don't crash out on this last one, which I definitely have done before. Okay, he's finishing setting up, okay. Good, good. Oh, okay. Missed it somehow. Yeah, there's just tight corners on this track. Better off just playing it safe, I think. And making that jump at that angle is not very possible. Very doable. Yeah, I'm in like 19th out of 20 place, that's fine. Oh. Actually, I meant to jump this time. Okay, I get that now. Skip over all those angles. Yeah. Decently placed after all that. Got 10th. Well, 10th is what I got in that last race anyway. I might have got higher overall. Okay, one person crashed out. That's unfortunate. He got all that way to just to crash. And I kept it all at under 20. Oh, 26. But yeah. All my placements are pretty good. 12th overall. Nice. Of course, it's the Japanese players that are in the top. Let's see if I actually didn't have the decal for this Grand Prix. I didn't. Nice, okay. Another half and half, okay. I'll put it on for now. I got that too. Nice. Very nice. Alright. Sounds like Mirai might be ready soon, so stop that. Oop. Oop. Okay. Then we'll call him. Whenever he answers, we'll be ready to go. Let's go. Turn that back on. That back on. Okay. Just waiting for him to pop in so he can set the Discord part up. Am I the game master? Oh, actually, I think I should pull up some music too. I usually have something on in the background. Let's see. It just knocked me out of the call. Usually it gets me more time before it does that. I'm on Discord. Wait, there's 3 Baron. Let's see. Some lo-fi. Pokemon lo-fi. What's in there? Why are you staring at me like that? just, just laying on my bed, just with one eye sticking out, just staring at me. Right. Meow. That's you, Cindy. You're Mew. And he said he was setting up, or finishing setting up about 15 minutes ago, so it should be almost done, I would assume. Maybe I still had time for another F-Zero race. Oh well. So like, as soon as I try to do anything else, now he'll be ready. So I just gonna wait. I should double check to make sure I don't have anything that I'm forgetting. Get the dice roller. Got that, got that. There he is. Hello, sir.
Howdy ho. I just got out of the shower, I had some breakfast and stuff like that.
Fair.
Should be okay to go for now. So let me
Let's see.
Okay, cool. I think I got everything that I actually need set up. So,
Yeah, whenever you're ready to share your screen,
yep,
I'm ready.
I have their get their stuff set up.
Oh. No, this campaign was called Mirai, right? Not Fonts?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I had the wrong name on here. I had
The
Fonts.
Fallen Foundation was the one that had me player in it.
Yeah,
So
I
that's coming
thought.
up, by the way. I'm gonna actually be able to continue that soon.
Yeah, I know. I've heard from myself as well. Yeah, he was in my chat one either, like maybe like last week, so maybe the week before.
Oh, cool.
So he was talking
Okay.
about how school was actually out already. I think for him.
Oh, shoot.
So
Okay.
if you wanted to get them involved in it, you have to just message them.
Yeah, sure. I'll probably
I don't know what his plan is.
if all goes well, this chapter should be done in about 2 or 3 more sessions anyway. So once we finish this chapter, we might actually go ahead and continue with Pokemon Fauna.
Yeah, may swap back and forth every chapter or so,
Yeah.
or whenever, you know,
Or the very
somebody
many
does.
players available.
Yeah, that way. Yeah.
It's been a while since we've chatted with him. Well, since I've chatted with him, so
Yeah.
it'll be. All right, so that's all set up.
Trying to. I think we're on part 5 of this, like stream 5 of this, if I remember right.
Has it really been 5 streams?
I think so.
Maybe it's because I'm writing it like ahead, but like it feels like less than that.
Yeah, because one of them literally says here in my Twitch thing, it says Act 3. And then
Oh, okay.
the one after that I just had the wrong name, but it's at 4. So yeah, for sure. Just tight. So I just need to change the name of that one.
Okay. Networking. Alright. Double checking. So you don't want to stream here. I don't want to work with the D&D one. Okay. I think I'm good. Let me.
No, you're great.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Let's get the shoots up. Well, not while I'm thinking about it. Okay. I think. Alright, okay, ball sheets are up. I'll get your partners up to.
Partners in time.
Yeah, getting all the character sheets pulled up.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get right into combat.
Right, yeah. Actually, we just finished combat, kind of. But not quite.
Let's see. I don't have to worry about yours. I trust you'll keep track of yours.
Yeah.
Alright. Then instead of having all three of them like that.
Pretty sure we're at full health still, mostly. Because we all took a bath and then didn't take any damage at all from that little skirmish.
Yeah, and the damage you did take got healed because of the massage parlor.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. So let me go ahead. Alright, cool. We are in business. Alright.
Is it a thriving business or a failing business?
Uh, question. I haven't quite figured all that out yet. So, their stuff's here, which means you won't be able to see their HP. Good. Yeah, because they've, okay, gotcha. Cool. All right. Alrighty, so where we last left off, you helped out a few villagers here and there with their problems as well as you could, and you gained some XP from that. You realized that the reason why Farfetch'd clock isn't changing is it might have something to do with the stagnation zones or whatever. Well, yeah, something to do with the stagnation zones, and you went around seeing how stagnation zones affected other people, helped them out the best way they could, the best way you guys could, and you, throughout your adventures helping people out, you run into this particular team.
Right.
While you're running into them, you saw that they were playing around with one of the zones, and it expanded, which means that for some reason electricity has something to do with how these things are formed. Or at the very least, like, it affects them in some way, shape, or form. Not necessarily how they're formed. So, however, they're not willing to cooperate or share what they've learned with you because they don't want the big team taking their ideas. Or at the very least, Joe doesn't.
Right.
Joe and the team kind of just does their best, but
Yeah.
all right. So,
You want to share the screen for me?
oh yeah, let me do that. I just saw your text.
I was trying to be subtle.
Alright.
Okay, let's see. I think it's still the right size. Oh, might be a little off actually. Let's make it a bit bigger.
Oh yeah, the D&D roll. Let me get that pulled up too.
Yeah, I should have the invite code in the chat if you still need it.
Yeah.
I think I saw you roll though, so yeah, so it seems to be working.
Cool. Alright. Pretty cool. Nice. These are your current stats. And then, same as before, your partners, I'll decide their attacks based off of dice rolls and targeting and all that.
Right.
So, you will be the one in control of your actions, and then I'll do the same thing with the bosses. So for now,
It feels like it's been a little while since we had.
I'm gonna go ahead and. What's up?
Feels like it's been a little while since we had combat like this.
Yeah. The last time we had combat was the Alakazam fight.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just the quick combat. Not one.
Yeah, it was the quick battles.
Yeah.
Which are also fun, but we haven't had like a try to do battle in a minute. Even in the first campaign, we only had one actual battle because you avoided the Pangoro boss fight.
Right. Okay.
You
I guess
actually asked questions.
yeah. Let's roll for initiative. Let's see. So, the 52 number I just add to a d20, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and then let me write that down.
Okay, so d20 plus 52 mod. That is 62.
62. Cool. So let me roll everyone else's initiative real quick.
Well, I could probably change the music from rock music to bad music now. Let's see. Let's see. I would say I can do Gen 1 because they're all Gen 1, but 1 isn't. So, that would be good. Yeah, like you have like a certain vibe.
Yeah, a random one I threw in there. I don't know why, but like, well, I know why, but
yeah. I mean,
it's funny.
I can't really think of a type, like someone that would fill in the same role in Gen 1 anyway. Like, there's not one that kind of matches his, like,
yeah. We don't have, like, any sort of, maybe Scyther, I guess. But that's about it.
Yeah, for me,
that's not also, like, a dual-bladed bug.
But yeah, Scizor would be the one that would work, because he's metal.
Yeah.
There's like a certain vibe with these guys I could go for. Like a metal or maybe like something like that.
Pokemon? Yeah, I don't think there was any. Was there any? Gen 1 didn't have steel types, did they?
No, it wasn't until Gen 2. They had they added dark and steel.
Okay.
And then it wasn't until, X and Y, yeah, where they added fairy. It's funny how far apart they added types.
Yeah.
And
so yours was 60. So your initiative roll was 62, correct?
Yeah, total. Yep.
Okay.
So what kind of vibe do these guys have? So I can find a song that fits.
Think of them as like the. They're basically they're your rival team, but like. Not as. I want to say like Team Rocket but like.
Team Rocket if they were rivals, so kind of like Silver.
Yeah, Team Rocket if they were rivals. Like, they still have like the. At least Joe has like the over the top personality, the Electabuzz. Jose kind of like is very agreeable and goes along with the vibe, and then Alex the Rhyhorn is like kind of just supposed to be the level-headed navigator.
Right, so I guess if we're being literal about what you said, that'd be like Silver from Gold and Silver, I guess, because he's technically Team Rocket and also your rival.
Yeah, you're right.
But I don't know if that's really exactly the right. But I can see.
Have you played Xenoblade 2 at all?
No.
Okay, I gotta say they gave me that one of the characters from that game's vibes, but if I were to give him a Pokemon character's personality, honestly, yeah, I think Team Rocket fits it the most. Just and at the very least, for like they are the rival team that not necessarily gets in the way. It's if Team Rocket actually helped instead of got in the way.
Yeah, so kind of like maybe more similar to like the people in Legends Arceus, where they're not really like your antagonists, but they're not like cooperating right away.
We're Fortune Sisters. Yeah, like I don't know anything about them because I haven't gotten that far in the game yet because I'm like for some reason hard focusing on completing the decks. But the Fortune Sisters definitely I think would fit their vibe more.
Yeah,
like kind of the rival team that like doesn't necessarily impede you, but they definitely get in the way.
Right.
Legends. Let me roll it around real quick. I'm getting distracted.
Legends. Arceus.
No, Orion is 71.
I kind of forgot about the Misfortune Sisters.
I don't know why that was like the first thing that came to my head. I think it's because their card's also annoying.
Do they even have?
18.
Like I searched Legends
Arceus. Oh, freaking fast.
Do you roll like a nat 20 or something?
No, Paul. No, it's my bad. I looked at speed, not initiative. I was gonna say, "Geez, Paul." Okay. So he rolled an 11. So 11 plus 42 is 53. Okay.
I might have to look on YouTube because YouTube music is not showing me what I want. Let's see.
Yes, Paul's 53. Stanley is.
You just get a coin?
Oh yeah, that's my notification. Yeah, because I get a lot of messenger notifications because I'm in like group chats and a bunch of other stuff on Facebook, so I changed it to the coin sound because it's like I'm always gathering coins passively.
Ah,
I
it's
never
not.
look at them right away either, so it's just like, okay, I'll look at them later.
I do kind of like the Warden Legends Arceus song. It seems kind of fitting too.
Okay.
The Galaxy like team battle music.
Yeah. I actually like the yeah, I actually like that one too.
Yeah, that kind of fits them, I think, too. This shit didn't even have the misfortune system here. I know they definitely have, Volo, they always, of course.
Of course they have Volo.
Origin forms. Darkrai. Ow. Yoga. Arceus. Giratina. Noble Pokemon. Did a Misfortune Sisters even have their own battle theme?
I don't think so.
It seems kind of weird.
Honestly, you just do like just the people of Sinnoh battle theme is probably the best.
Yeah, it's just giving me background music now.
Because their battle themes go really hard for like no reason.
I mean, basically gym leaders, so.
True enough, yeah, they are story checkpoints, so they might as well be gym leaders. So 25 initiative. Sheesh. Oh yeah, because he's not. Okay, so Jose 27 and Jose is slow as molasses. Good grief. All right.
I mean, molasses is slower.
Jeez,
I mean,
worse.
even molasses is faster. I mean.
Gosh, Alex has 17 initiative. Good grief. 15 plus 17 equals 32. Alright, so turn order should be Orion, Stanley.
Me, Electabuzz, Paul, King Gambit, Rhino. Okay, Rhino, Rhyhorn, Don. Was I right?
Right. Right. I get them confused too because Rhyhorn doesn't like horn is very small. So when I see Rhydon with the horn, my brain thinks Rhyhorn.
Yeah.
But it's Rhydon. But yeah,
Bad.
so you then then it's Paul.
Oh, okay, Paul's me.
And Electabuzz. No, Electabuzz then Paul.
I was right about that. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I was like me, Electabuzz, Paul, King Gambit, Rhydon.
Yes.
Okay. I was just doing it based on appearances. I was like, who's faster?
No, honestly, like, because initiative is based off of Dex, and because they're not special attackers, they just kind of eat paste.
Yeah.
Especially freaking Rhyhorn. Because he's a Gen 1, so like his stat pool isn't that great to begin with.
Electabuzz is as well, but yeah.
The only one you got wrong was Rhyhorn and King Gambit, and that's only because he rolled better. Yeah.
I have a feeling that Rhydon just got lucky.
Yeah. No, because his initiative, like King Gambit's initiative. Let's see if I can pull it up. Is 25, whereas Rhyhorn is 17. So he just rolled better.
Mm-hmm. I don't think King Gambit actually all that fast in the game anyway.
No.
Like he's kind of a defensive guy, yeah.
He is 50. It's not that fast.
Yeah, like he uses a lot of revenge, and like moves like that to like do damage after getting hit.
Yeah, like Metal Burst, like reprisal type moves.
Yeah. If he had like a healing move, he'd be kind of broken.
Yeah. He's probably a good doubles partner.
Yeah. Especially since one of his abilities literally is I'm gonna do more damage if most of my party is taken out. Forget that move's called again. Actually, it's his ability. I think it's his ability, not his move. Are these all shiny Pokemon? They all have the little shiny spark over their heads.
Nah, that's horn. Like the tips of the sword and the horn have the shiny mark, and I gave his fist the shiny mark just because I thought it was funny that he doesn't have a spike.
Right. I mean, he has a little horns, I guess, a little like hair. But
Yeah, those are more. Yeah, those are more like hairs than horns.
little hair horns. Yeah. Just put this like sparkle on his like lightning bolt on his belly.
He is truly the surging spark. Yes, I can. Cool. All right, so I can have that on the minor screen. Gosh, I finally got my second monitor back, so I can actually like be more efficient with my streaming now.
Nice. Yeah, I like
That
my
makes such a difference.
I like my little one. I have my chat and the roller on it too.
Yeah, because now I can have all three things. Oh my gosh, that's so much nicer. Okay, cool. Whew. That's one less thing for my brain to keep track of. All right. Alright, yeah, so we got the turn order down. Let's go ahead and begin combat. Orion goes first. Oh, and you'll probably you'll when you get your superpower when you evolve into Meowscarada, or no, you have a superpower. It's a grappling hook. Yeah, never mind.
Grappling hook, what?
I'm gonna make superpowers to where they're a bonus action that can be used every like 3 rotations.
Okay.
Either 3 rotations or I'll actually no, because yours is more movement based, so I'll let you use it for use it once per turn.
Yeah, like it's part of your movement. Yeah.
Yeah. So like other ones like Orion and Spy and Stanley. I'm pretty sure I gave. There it is, yeah. Okay, yeah, so just superpower. I did not, actually no, I didn't give them cooldown, so I'll just save their ones prepared for now. I'll figure that out later.
Okay.
I'll balance that out if it becomes an issue. Alright. Cool. Alright. So Orion's turn. So first and foremost, what he's going to do... he has a bunch of abilities that can just be activated, so...
Right, I figured he might have some buffs.
Yeah, so he's gonna use his superpower Link. Let's see what it says. Link Burst? Okay. So he's gonna use Link Burst on you, meaning he's going to link his mind with yours. Okay. So whenever he or you attack, it's gonna be a guaranteed follow-up attack.
Nice. Some Fire Emblem Awakening support.
Yeah, basically he's making you a magic mind.
Link a starter. It's sort of like
Link the starter. Burst allow Orion to attack in tandem with the target, boosting their overall damage by combining his dex with whoever the target's attacking stat. So like probably that's redundant. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So because it's technically a special attack, so it'll when he attacks, it'll combine your dex as well.
Alright.
Alright. Cool. So that's gonna be his bonus action, and then we're gonna roll for his D4 for what's he gonna do. Attack number 1, Struggle Bug. Okay.
Use it on King's Gambit. Actually, I don't know if bug attacks work on King's Gambit because of the steel typing, but
That's fine. I don't have resistances and stuff like that. I have not put into account because that is a whole other like big can of worms to balance around.
yeah.
Don't even get me started on when I get terrestrialization going. I think I might, because there's so many elements for terrestrialization, I think I'm gonna do what TCG does and just limit them down to like the 9 elements. So like the flying, so like whichever shards you have, I'll probably lump in, or I'll just give them their abilities first. I'll figure that out as I go.
Okay.
Do you have 50 shards in anything?
I don't think we got that many. Let me see. Yeah, 30 is the most I have.
Okay. And you get like 15 for. You got 15 per Pokemon you help. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure that's like I'm getting on my ducks in a row. All right. So. So he's link bursting. Then he's going to use Struggle Bug on. See, out of 3 targets, so I'll use a D6.
Right on.
He's going to use it. Yeah, on right on. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if that hits.
It seems like it.
Yeah, so 19. plus his dex. 260. Yeah, so I'll plus the 10th place of his dex. So I'm gonna make that. That's gonna be 25.
You mean my number?
You're right. Yeah.
So just the dex, like the modifier for dex.
Yeah. So the number in the 10th place, not the whole number. I haven't calculated damage yet.
Right, but the modifier that you're right.
Yeah.
It'd be 52 as a modifier for dex.
Yeah, so add 5 to his roll. So that's going to be, I mean, it beats it anyway. So it beats his armor class. So that's going to hit, meaning Struggle Bug is going to do 50 plus his dexterity plus your dexterity.
Right.
So 50 plus 61 plus your dex.
Yeah,
which is, you said 52?
52, yeah.
So it's 102 plus 61 is 163. Okay. I need a calculator. What am I doing math for? What am I doing math for? Cool. Alright. Oh, shoot, I forgot to account for defense. That was a special attack. So a special defense is 45. So I'll add 45 to that. Alright. Alright, cool. So that's Orion's attack. Next is Stanley.
How much damage did you end up doing? Like 125 something like that?
Yes. Yeah, around that much.
Quite a bit.
So yeah, yeah. Alright. So Stanley's turn is Alright, so he's going to use a bonus action to activate one of his abilities, Trap Setter. He can set 3 traps up to 60 feet around him at the start of battle. These traps can bind the opponent, and when this Pokemon uses an electric attack. Alright, so I'll just use a custom shape for this. I forgot, I probably should give you guys tokens for these things.
I'm guessing there's no like communicating with them to tell them what to do. So...
You can if you want. I was just gonna leave it to RNGs.
Right.
RNG. But
that seems like
if you want, if you are like, you know, they are your partners, so communicating with them thematically would be good.
Right. Sounds like he's doing a good startup move anyway, though, by setting down traps.
Yeah. custom shape. Here. I'll say each of these blocks is like, you guys are fast, so I'll say each of these blocks is like 20 feet. Should probably push them further back though, just cause. So, what's that one here? That's 2046.
Like the color is a little hard to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the color of these.
Maybe like green like him or something like that.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. That was good. Oh.
Yeah, the yellows. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, it was the yellow and green, yeah.
So there's that one here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so there's that one here.
Yeah, you can just copy and paste it instead of making it every time too.
Yeah. Duplicate layer. Man, who's really the DM here? Am I right?
I mean, I'm not controlling the story.
Nah, you're good. Like I said, like I said,
Time to duel.
I'll take whatever help I can get.
Time
Rather than do
to
this on myself.
duel.
So he is going to use. He rolled a 2, so he's going to use String Shot.
Cool.
On...
I like the buzz.
Like the buzz? Okay.
King's Gambit, actually.
Yeah, so that's going to lower his speed even further, which means he cannot traverse very far. So I'm going to say in parentheses -5.
So the link thing and the traps are their superpowers, right?
So the Trap Setter is his ability. Link Burst is the superpower, yes. The Trap
Okay.
Setter is it's just an ability that he has. But his superpower is more of a supportive one.
Right.
The parkour web that that boosts mobility. Like he has Spideops has a bunch of abilities based off of his bio, and on top of like his normal abilities like Insomnia and Trap Setter.
Right.
They just gave him like actual RPG abilities rather than like just giving him the name and then giving him an ability that's mildly different.
Right.
And then Stakeout and his other 2 abilities are based off of his Dex bio. His actual superpower is like a boost in mobility. You guys saw Spider-Man swinging around.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So he did that. So he's going to used String Shot on him, so now can game at speed 45. It does not do damage, it's a stat move, and its PP is now 39. And so that is his turn.
Cool. My turn, my turn.
It is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Look at my abilities again. It's hard to keep track of all these like damage things. Using physical attacks, the Pokemon damage can also count as a ranged move. Okay. When in combat, physical attacks against Pokemon result in user taking D4 damage. Okay. So add the boost to grass type damage by a half but then I also have protein, which gives me attack bonus of stab. So is that like, that's technically like, oh, it's not three times. It's like kind of like 4 times damage on grass type moves. Oh no, wait no, maybe.
I forget if I wrote that on your sheet. I thought stab was just gonna be like an extra like bit of damage. That's just an extra like a.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I put that on your sheet or not.
I know stab usually is.
It does additional damage because you're the same type of the attack that's being used.
Yeah.
In game, I don't remember how I wrote it in the tabletop though.
Right, but then overgrowth.
I'm pretty sure it was just like an extra like D something of damage.
Here's this bonus damage equals times half for protein anyway.
Okay.
That's what same type attack bonus seems to be.
Yeah, so we'll just increase it by half the total damage you do.
And then overgrowth boosts grass type damage by half. So if you use grass type, it probably would double it both.
Yeah, it would just essentially, it would increase the damage by half, and then half of that damage it would increase. It would half itself twice over.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring out. I don't think it would really.
It's probably really big, but
yeah.
It's fine.
I don't know if that's really come into play yet. Okay. So yeah, my ability is the grappling thing, which is mostly for like traversal and maybe grabbing things. Now, Leech Seed, would that heal the whole party or just me? I think in doubles, if you use it, it only heals you.
Yeah, if it's a solo heal.
If I figured.
If things get dicey, I'll have to figure out how I can implement heals into the party.
Right.
But I think I'll make it to where your chlorophyll attack does that. Your chlorophyll ability does that.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, yeah, it just says me, looks like on here, but yeah, I can see it working for more, yeah. Like, you basically would combine it with Sweet Scent, I think.
Yeah.
Where, like, you would, like, have it be, like photosynthesis. I'm getting sun, and then by getting sun, I, like, a flower, where I, like, pass the healing to party members. That's essentially probably how that would work.
I'll make a note of that. Yeah, that might actually work.
Because yeah, that's kind of how Bulbasaur works, I think, in some ways. Or like people like Pokemon feel good around a Bulbasaur where they use something like that.
Yeah, because the sweet scent they give off puts Pokemon at ease.
Yeah, so I think that would make sense to combine it. Yeah. So, String Shot lowers their speed.
Yeah, so basically he won't be able to travel as far.
Right.
And if speed can be lowered up down to 6 times. So if he really wants to like spam String Shot at somebody, like they won't be able to, as the slower characters won't be able to traverse as much.
Right.
Because assuming each square is like 20 feet, King Gambit can only travel 2 squares.
Right.
Right now. So if he gets it below 40, he would only be able to travel 1 square.
Okay. Well, I think I can use Copycat then.
Yeah, that works.
He's a new String Shot on Rhydon.
Okay.
Since he seems well, yeah. He seems the most likely to not go the other direction through the traps.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's got 40 speed, so that put him at 35, so he's only going to be able to move 1 square.
There's no rolling for if it hits or not?
He probably... Oh, yeah. You're right, yeah. Roll that, please.
So is it just rolling d20 plus dex again?
Yeah. D20 plus the number in the 10 spot of your dex.
So 50, okay.
So like it would be 5 if your dex 50.
Oh, okay. So you
So
know,
it would be basically a tenth of your modifier.
right? So you're not literally 50. It's the 5. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 9.
14. Let's see. That does not. Yeah, the 14 does not beat it. Okay. So. Okay,
Last.
so we'll say that misses right now. But you do still have a movement option as well.
Right.
So that if you're trying to get closer, fall back. You can do that too, and then you also have. Did we decide your superpower was your grappling hook, or did you want to make that something else?
I mean, I know I used that in the one part, but yeah. What would even be a superpower?
I think
In a way,
make you
in a way, copycat's almost like a superpower, but that's not quite. Let's see.
You could probably do what you suggested, and then just have like your own like just be a healing magician. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
But
I can't think of anything.
So
Yeah.
if you want, you could use your bonus action to grapple onto an enemy Pokemon and pull them closer. So that way you can also do a bit of crowd controlling too.
All right.
You can either pull them closer to you or you closer to them.
So my speed is 137. How big is this field?
Let's see.
Each square is like
Each square is about
each square is 10. You said
20 feet.
20. Okay, so I can probably go most places anyway.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of going over to like between Orion and Stanley, like the square to their like upper right, and pulling out. So like above Stanley to the right, above Stanley to the right of Orion,
Okay.
and then like pulling Electabuzz towards that trap there.
Cool.
So I'm guessing I have to do like a strength test probably.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
yeah, let's see what you roll, and then I'll base how good you do based off of that.
so my strength is 55, so 5.
Yeah, so then add 5 to give you 20.
Yeah. Roll. That's a 7 total.
Plus 5 is 12. Let me see how much he weighs compared to how much you weigh, then I'll base it off that too.
I guess I can't ask for support from Orion or Stanley.
To be able to see how much he weighs.
Should be in his dex. I mean, it does fluctuate technically, but on average.
So, Auto.
66 pounds.
So 26 pounds, and you rolled a 12. I will say that fails,
Yeah.
but you are like 66 pounds. 26 pounds. They either have to like round it up, or and it's gonna their move is gonna be depending on who they're targeting anyway.
Right.
Okay. So honestly, moving to the traps is a good idea. Now it Joe's turn. You gotta do a lot better than that if they can compete with us. You call yourselves hotshots?
I don't remember calling myself that.
Doesn't matter what you call yourself.
Wait, let the
So he's gonna target Paul, which means he has to move to Paul. So he's pretty fast, so he's not gonna be able to do that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
the
He has 105 speed, so he's able to move 5 squares.
random trip makes him fall on his face. And takes 5 damage.
Attack he's going to use is
Thunder Punch.
Shockwave. Okay,
Okay.
so let's see if that hits.
Pretty decent roll.
10 plus his dex, which is 4, so 14. And I believe it does not beat it, so that misses.
14 not beating, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think your armor classes are still pretty overtuned.
Yeah.
I say I need to nerf those, but that is fine. So that's his turn. Now it is Paul's turn, and since he's right in front of you,
What was that about?
do you want me?
Just like start sassing him across the battlefield.
You little. Fine. That was just a warm-up fluke. I just gotta lock in, is all. Alright, Dave. It's perfectly okay if you miss your first attacks. Yes, sir.
It proceeds to purposely miss.
Alright. Now it's Paul's turn. Is there anything specifically you want Paul to do?
Let's see.
So he has, for refresher, your partner has 4 attacks. Because I was gonna let them roll and do all their stuff on their own, but I figure since they're your partner members, so you have a bit more to do in combat, you can tell them what to do.
Yeah, at least if I want to,
Or at the very
yeah.
least, tell them to forget a certain Pokemon, and then I can roll their attacks.
Paul, you hold
Or
off the
like if you're trying to
Electabuzz.
set up. Doing what? Okay. Doing what?
I said you hold off Electabuzz, and then,
No problem. I can take care of him.
trying to think of what moves he used again.
So he has, so Electabuzz has Takedown, Reversal, Beat Up, and Bulk Up.
Reversal work only does damage if you took damage, right?
Yeah, it's depending on his damage, it has a set power. So he's at full health, so it's only gonna have 20 plus a strength.
Right. It's not revenge or something like that where you, if you take damage, it does damage that
it's
turn.
not a direct counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a takedown, reversal. Like the other two.
Beat Up and Bulk Up. Beat Up does party based off the party damage based off the party's total strength divided by 5, I think. So it's like his strength plus Beat Up's strength.
Okay. Okay.
And then Bulk Up increases his attack.
Right. Paul, beat him up.
Alrighty. This is what teamwork looks like. Alright, so let me. What's your strength, real quick?
The modifier is 55.
55 plus 43 plus another 43. No, plus 56. Plus 76. Because Paul is a strong boy. 230 divided by 5 equals 46. So 76 plus 46. So it's going to do 122 if that hits.
Probably should determine if it hits or not first. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not hitting. Alrighty. Uh-oh. Looks like I missed too. Hey, guess we're going up after all, huh, Joe? I told you, we're going to hit even harder next time. Jose, hit them harder. Yes, boss.
Hit them harder.
Yep. It's my turn though, so I'm gonna go ahead and see who I'm gonna target. 4 level once again. I'll go Paul. I'll go towards Paul as well.
Hmm.
So he only has 40 speed, so he's only moving 2 spaces. So 1, 2. But he will use his bonus action called his superpower, Expert Navigator. He can target an opponent when a total expert, the speed of all friendly members increases by 20. So that'll boost their speed by 20 if they're specifically targeting somebody. So
he's targeting
let's see who
Paul.
that's gonna. Yeah, and I already targeted Paul, so he's yeah. Okay, cool. So Paul's being targeted, so everyone's Jose and Joe's speed will increase by 20. Not that they really need it.
Right.
Jose kind of does. That's an additional space he can move.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alright. So it's his move, and now Jose will move. Alright. So first, let's see who's going to target. True. Let's see.
It's Stanley, right?
Targeting Stanley.
Yeah.
Yep. And because I'm taking the most efficient path, I gotta move 3 spaces down. And 2. He's binded, so his movement stops. So, let's see. Did I give the ropes any sort of damage?
Are you stuck?
It's no problem. My sharp body can cut through any rope, I think. Yeah, man, unfortunately, like, that rope's made of super sturdy stuff. No mere blade can... Huh, is that so? I'm sure I'll find a way out.
It's funny that you is that like is that like on the ground or like kind of like somewhat in the air, the web stuff?
On the ground, just because it's a plain battlefield, so there's something to really pin it to at the moment.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that he would get stuff like that because he kind of just floats around. But you know,
yeah,
I'm sure I just like
it
kind
could
of
be like a weird like little
It kind of shoots up. It kind of like shoots up. I think when he goes over it, that's probably how it works.
Yeah, it'll like shoot up and it just kind of surround him.
Yeah, so, you know, otherwise he would just fly over it.
Yeah, so that way it'll affect flying types too.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That settles that. So his movement stops, but he is right next to you.
Right.
If an electric attack could be, so let's see what Jose has.
What was that about electric type move?
What's up?
What was that about an electric type move?
Oh, so he So if Stanley uses an electric type move, or if an electric type move is used on someone that's trapped, it turns into an electric web, and that actually does damage over time.
I see. Scheming.
So what I should have done is have Stanley use electro web automatically, just so that would proc.
I mean, I could always just do shockwave.
That is true. You can use copycat. And because you're hitting the webs, you don't have to worry about like rolling to hit.
Yeah.
Or honestly, even if the attack misses, the webs will still turn into electric webs.
Right. So the only thing you get by hitting is the damage as well. Yeah.
That's actually mad good. What the heck? These copycat's versatile as heck. Okay.
At least in D&D, yeah. That's right. That's kind of the feeling I had.
Yeah, they could do D&D. But like copycat's kind of busted in D&D.
The only thing
I like this. Okay.
Yeah, the other move that might be broken would be metronome, but that's very much kind of that'd be a really crazy thing to roll for. Like if you want like a D20 or something.
Mechanic, I would just have him assign the moves to a number on a D20. The 20 being like something like 50 or something.
Right. That's what I thought too. Yeah.
And yeah, I would. That would take a while, but that would be easy.
Right. But
so
yeah.
if you wanted to run a metronome character in the future, that's something we could do.
Just have like Keferi or something.
Yeah, just have a random Clefairy on the team. Ready. Alright, so he's going to use Fury Cutter. Let's see if that hits. 8 plus his strength plus 6, 14. I don't think that hits you.
Oh, who's trying to hit me? Can you see a bit?
Yeah, but yeah, he's right next to you, so
he's
go
not.
ahead and use Fury Cutter.
Yeah. I feel like you should be rolling disadvantage.
True, yeah, disadvantage. That means that you roll 2 when you take the lowest roll, right?
Yeah, I think. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but just for future reference.
Yeah, he's not gonna hit either way, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Because 8's gonna be his lowest.
Also, yeah, the sweet set.
Okay, so that is.
The sweet set ability also makes me roll more damage. I have a few things that do more damage. It's a D20 damage as well. It's hard to keep track of all these things. So.
Yeah. I might, if you want, I can figure out how to ease up on that in the future. I kind of just looked at the bios and figured, oh yeah, what can I give them that can like add damage?
I mean, we'll complain about more damage, but
damage problem before. So
yeah,
Neil Star can actually do damage. So
that was less of that was less of like me doing less damage and more of this everyone else doing more.
Yeah.
Or at least one person doing more.
Yeah, because freaking Mifu like vaporized everything in sight, whereas like you were kind of just trying to get stuff set up. So it's like I'm trying to balancing. That's going to be the hardest part, especially when there's a bunch of characters. Because ugh. But
right.
Anywho, so that is his turn. So turn order resets. It is Orion's turn again. Alright. You can do that whenever I sure. So, you're right next to him now. You can actually, you want to see. You want Orion to do something specific? His moves are Struggle Bug, Light Screen, Magic Coach, and Side B.
Yes, 2 moves are kind of defensive and 2 attack moves. Okay. Can you use it? Can you use like Mirror Coat or Reflect, like away from himself or in front of himself?
In game, it's typically like in front, but if you want to position in a certain way, you can. I think D&D, so you have a lot more fun with that.
I think Reflect is a team, like surrounding one. I think it's used on the whole team.
Yeah, so he has Light Screen and Magic Coat.
Or Light Screen. Reflect and Light Screen are similar. One special attack and one is physical attack.
Yeah.
I think they both are team buffing, and in doubles you can use them the whole party.
Yeah, I think the only one that doesn't is protect, right?
Yeah, protect is just for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Mirror Coat, I think it's also just for you. It's kind of like it's like a counter.
Yeah. So magic coats use like status conditions, whereas light screen is just deck scaling. Are there any like? I think these are all strength scaling Pokemon. Yeah, Jose is definitely strength scaling. I think he. Oh, okay. So, Electabuzz is deck scaling. And then right, okay. So Joe is the only deck scaling one. So, Autos. Actually, that would help Paulo because Joe's trying to fight him.
Alright. That's Psybeam's range.
Since it's a special attack, I will say 60.
20, 40s. Okay. That'd be like 3 squares.
Obviously, you can ask him to move too.
Right. I was also hoping that you could pull Joe into the web, but I don't know if that's really something you can just do.
No, he doesn't have kinesis.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, he's Psychic type, but yeah.
Yeah, he himself doesn't have kinesis because that's an actual move.
It's a move, yeah.
Because like Alex Ram had it in that fight, and he would just use it to pull people closer to him.
Right. Like I think in terms of Pokemon stuff, most Psychic types in terms of Pokemon lore can probably use kinesis, but we'll be fair and I think he has to have the move.
That's true. And he already has Link Boost, which is pretty good.
Right. So let's see. Maybe move to between Stanley and Paul there, below that trap, and then use Psybeam on Joe, like below the trap. Yeah, I think that's close enough.
Yeah, and I think Orion. Oh yeah, and Orion has the speed to make that work. So yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And you Psybeam on Joe.
Yeah.
With the bows?
Yeah, with the bows. Yeah.
Alright. Alright, let's see if that hits.
Decent roll.
10 plus dex 16. That hits.
Nice. And then
So Psybeam will then do.
we're linked, so.
Oh yeah, and then, yeah. So Psybeam will do 65 plus his dexterity, which is. Pull up your calculator, please. 65 plus 61 plus your dexterity,
Which 52.
which is 52. It's gonna do 178.
Out.
Special defense is 85, so minus 85. 93, so that's gonna do 93 damage.
Okay.
So
Wait, does Psybeam have like stat lowering stuff or anything like that? Or is it just confusion?
I think it does, yeah. So give me sec, so that gives me 60, 50. Alright, cool. And then let's see what Psybeam does again. Yeah, has a chance to get fused with the 6 on a d6 because it's a very low chance. It's
Yeah.
not in game.
No, that's a
It
1.
is not confusing.
Does it have to roll a 6? Or.
Yeah, it has to be a 6.
Okay, I figured.
Oh. And then I'll use my bonus action to use one of my abilities. I will use. I'll use.
Big brain.
I'll use surveillance. So surveillance scans the battlefield and forms minor links with every Pokemon on the field.
I guess that wouldn't affect
both
me.
Friendly and friendly. Yeah. And now I used his power incorrectly, but that's fine because I forgot I'm supposed to use surveillance first and like every so often, and then former link because I can link with enemies and then just damage enemies with links. So I'll let it slide because that's my faux pas, but still.
Try to keep track of all this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I wrote the darn thing. It's hard for me to keep track. It doesn't help that like we're like never in combat, so like I have to like suddenly remember all these things I won't.
Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna do surveillance. He's got a link with Rhyhorn. I'll reflect that with a light bulb.
You say web ball?
A light bulb.
Oh, a light bulb, okay. I had an idea.
So light bulbs do mind links. Okay, cool. Alright. So that's Orion's turn. Next is Stanley's turn.
Stanley the Manly.
Yes, sir. Alright, what you want him to do?
What moves do you have again?
Electro Web, Strength Shot, Assurance, and Silk Trap.
I think Toe Trap is like
It protects the user and lowers the opponent's speed by 10 if they're hit with if the opponent used a physical attack. And you do have your opponents are 2 physical attackers.
right.
So if you want to use this to set up some more, and again because it's D&D, it doesn't have to just be on him. You could have it be like attached to you since Kingambit's like right next to you, but you know the enemies can kind of target things randomly.
Right.
Or you could just have him use Electro Web and get that damage over time going.
And Assurance is used to do damage to people that have already been damaged, right?
The target has already taken damage. It's base 60, but if the target has already taken damage, it is 120 base power.
Maybe having what's his ability again? He said makes him move faster.
Yeah, Parker Web. So it basically allows him to it increases his mobility. It basically is just a buff to acrobatics in general, but yeah.
Maybe Assurance on Electabuzz.
So you want him to use Parker Web so he can move to Electabuzz and his Assurance?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Alright, let's get groovy. Ability active. Let me grab that light bulb. Oh, let me grab that light bulb. Frick. There it is. And then he's going to use Assurance. Alright, so let's see if that hits.
Oh, okay.
Oh, crap. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. That's... Oh, man. Okay, so that crits. So that's going to do 120 plus his strength, I believe.
And then he's linked with Orion.
So the
Well,
way
sort
minor
of.
links work, yeah. So the minor links don't do anything yet. I gave you a major link with Orion
Right.
because of his ability.
Right.
So you're the only one that can do follow-up attacks right now.
Gotcha.
But he's gonna he's pretty much Orion's game plan is to spam surveillance, and then just see what he can do with either his partner or his enemies. So
Right.
he's still linked with you. And I don't know if I might just make it to where he can link with as many people as he wants, and then figure out what to do based off of that.
Right.
I haven't figured that out yet, so
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah, and
So Assurance. Sorry, what?
And Stanley doesn't have any abilities that do anything to his attack power or anything.
He does have Stake Out, where if he attacks different targets, it increases his damage by a fourth. So technically,
He's only attacked one.
Because he was King Gambit fell into his trap, that would be his first target.
Okay.
So okay, so let's figure this out. So let's see. So his strength is 56, and so 56 plus 120 plus 120 equals 176. I'll add the quarter. So 176. That's a 44. So plus 176. 220.
Okay.
Times 2 does the crit. 440. And minus his. This is a physical attack, so
Yeah.
his minus 40, minus 57.
I don't know if I see him surviving this.
380. Yeah, this Electabuzz is getting straight heads. So 383, so 1557. 557 minus 383. Alrighty.
He's still alive?
Yeah, I gave them all by upskill boss HP.
Okay, I was just say like it's definitely more than mine.
Yeah, no, he's a. they're big boys until they become basically they're bosses, and then they'll become available party members that you can recruit later. So they'll get weaker when you add them to your team. But for now, they're treated as boss control.
Just like every other game, when you get a boss character, they're always worse than when you fight them.
But yeah. But you guys are doing big numbers to them, so I think the HP is fair enough.
Yeah.
I think the only issue is that it's 3 of them, and I didn't really consider that. So we'll see how this pans out in a second. So that's I'll say that ends this turn. Alright, so next in the turn order is
Me.
Yes.
Me,
Alright, so
Scrata.
what you gonna do?
Copycat, Shockwave.
Okay.
Does that have AoE? Because Shockwave is like a enemy party move, I think.
Sure. So if you want,
Like I was gonna aim at King Gambit and then hope that the other two get electrified next to him, the two webs.
yeah, that'll work.
Because I know that has range. Because yeah, it might even hit your own
Yeah,
party,
so-
but I don't know if that's true. But I think they should be far enough away.
So let's see. Yeah, it's far enough away to where I'll say because it's an AOE, it'll be
Like
basically
40.
the square, or a square.
Yeah.
3x3 square.
Right.
So that'll hit all the traps perfectly, actually.
Yeah. So like jump into the air so that I'm not on the ground, and then use it.
Yeah. Shockwave.
Man.
Let's see if that hits King Gambit himself. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. Oh, it's a dex, right?
Yes.
So 20 plus 5. Well, it doesn't really matter. They're both 5 anyway. So.
Yeah.
I.
Okay.
Yeah.
That crits. Okay, so Dex plus
Well,
60.
it isn't crit because I had the modifier on there, but yeah.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so that's pretty nice for 20. I'll say that beats it. Yeah. Okay. So because you have 15. Yeah.
And then I have the bonus half damage for the protein. And then I roll a d20.
60. Yeah, so that's 60. Alright, so 60 plus. What was your dex?
Modifier is 52.
52. So that's 112 off rip, plus the half damage.
Yep.
Two. Plus 112. So that's 168. And okay, Shockwave isn't that strong, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's 168 to his special defense is 85, so we'll subtract. So 83. Alright. And then that's the webs are going to hit for a fifth of his dexterity. They're electrified. So that is, which means so they hit for another 9 damage.
Cool.
Alright.
Does the order of when that happens really matter? Because usually they have to be at the end of the turn. Something like that would happen, but
Yeah, so did you want to do something else? I already added the damage, but did you want to do something else?
I mean, like even like the end of
Already attacked you.
like even like the end of his turn is what I mean. But I don't know how crazy you're gonna go with that. Let's see.
I probably should be able to turn. I already did the damage this time, so.
So I just leave it.
Break free because I'll have him roll a spin check.
Right. Right.
All right.
Oh, and the D20
So
from I did the D20 from Sweet Set. Almost forgot. Right. So we roll that. That's a 6. So we're at 6.
Another 6 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. That should be it. Alright, so I attacked. I can still move.
Oh, frick. I forgot you're linked with Orion. Let me add your dex to that attack, too.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
add his dex to that.
Hard to remember.
Yeah, so let me go ahead. So his dex is 61, so I'll subtract 61 from that. team for you. There we go.
Shoot.
All right, nice.
Uh,
And then you said you wanted to move, correct?
I was thinking about it. Let's see. Trying to think if that really would help, or if it'd be better off sitting within his range. Because the electro web reduces his speed quite a bit, and he's already string shot as well, right?
Yeah.
So he can't like move anywhere probably now.
Yeah, like he's binded. Like he legit can't move until he like shrinks his way out of it.
Right. But he can still attack even though he's confined.
Yeah. So if you want to like back up so he's not in range, you can do that too. Because I'm pretty sure you have physical attacks that have range, right?
Yeah, Pedal Wizard. So yeah, it's just
And then you can use your grapple hook for crowd control as well. So I'll give your grapple hook like maybe like a 100 range.
okay.
For like a Pokemon like Rhydon, you will have to like pass your super pass your strength check though.
Yeah, right.
Just because he is a heavy lead.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also put yourself closer to him too.
Right. Think.
But now,
Yeah, I think I might just sit within King's Gambit's range.
okay, cool. So now it is Joe's turn. Oof. And their warm-up round really did them favors. Let's see if we can do the same. Alright, team. Look alive. Alright, he is going to use... This is a solo buff, so he's gonna use charge, actually.
Okay.
So then following electric attacks will do double damage.
Right.
Probably not. Double damage, double base damage.
I think it's only for the
That
turn
would go
after,
forward.
but I'm not sure.
Yeah. So, yeah. So he's his next turn. So for now, he's charging up.
Right.
And I'll mark that with a Thunderbolt.
Da-da-da-da.
Alright, so that's his turn. No, it's Paul's turn. Anything specific you want him to do, or leave it up to RNG?
Let's leave it up to RG.
Cool. Just because he's right there, I'll just have him target Joe, and then the attack he'll use will be...
That's bulk up, isn't it?
E... Increases attack and defense by a D10. That's sick. Alright. Alright.
Guess Paul's following Joe's cue to buff up.
Indeed. I can do that too, you know. He gets like super buff for half a second. Alright. I'll write that down. Next move.
Oh, did you ever accept that stream together thing?
Oh shoot, no, I didn't know you sent that. My bad. If you want to send it again real quick, I can do that for you.
Yeah. Man, it's for you as well. Okay, I sent it again. Wait, did I actually send it again though? Let me try copying the link as well. Put the invite thing in the Discord as well. See if that works better. There you are. Okay, cool.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Alright, cool. Alright.
It should be.
So that was Joe's turn, that was Paul's turn, now it is Rhyhorn's turn. Yeah. Oh, jeez. That's gonna kill me. Red out speed is only 40, so let me see who he's gonna target.
He was locked on to Paul.
Oh yeah, he did navigate to Paul, so so yeah, I'll just have him do that. Oh, mine's bigger, so that light bulb's easier to pick up. He's going to be 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, 1, 2. His speed's still only 40. Alright. So yeah, so he's still being navigated, so I'm gonna mark that with a pin. There we go. This makes things so much easier to keep track of. Alright. Alrighty. So, he can't do anything because he's very slow, so he's probably gonna miss turn there. Now it's Jose's turn. He's within range. So he's gonna probably just gonna have him use Fury Cutter.
That's a pretty good roll.
13, 6. Does a 19 hit?
Okay, I figured it would hit.
That does it.
Oh, am I being attacked?
Yes. He's attacking you.
Okay, I thought Rhydon was still attacking. My armor class is 39. I don't know if that means anything.
Did actually? God, I need to nerf that. I keep forgetting how bad that is.
Oh, how good it is.
Alright, so yeah. definitely need to nerf that. So, look where that misses for now.
Oh.
Yeah, oh no, it missed.
Like for a second he thought it hit, but it's like.
Over there, block it.
Try it. Left hard, alright? Let me try breaking out real quick.
Well.
Yeah, he breaks out. Yeah. There we go. Rope still kind of stings though, but he already took the damage from it before, so I'll keep it there. So that's Jose's turn. So what is once again Orion's turn? Once again, he's going to use a bonus action to link. These light bulbs are major links. Major link.
Yeah, you do still have our old party on your stream, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I keep forgetting to change that out. That's on my list of things to do that I never get around to. But I'm just gonna swap them out with the with our current characters for the time being.
Right.
Or just have a completely separate feed for those.
Yeah.
And you've already had a major link, but I'll do that for clarification's sake. Alright. This is in check. Alright. Man, I'll use the real reason for my two. Actually, no, there's 3 targets, so D6. 4. So, gosh. Major links with an enemy. He can detonate that link and guarantee confusion onto an enemy and deal psychic damage to his dexterity. So he takes 61, and it's guaranteed damage. No defense mitigation, no dice rolls or anything like that. So
okay.
he takes 61 damage, and is confused, which I will thank Arcus for custom shapes. I'll use this. And so this link goes away. And you can only use like a link attack once per turn. So you're still linked with him, but if you were to link with another character, that would take a turn.
Okay. Did you have my damage?
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right, because that's 10 to pain attack. So your dex was what again?
52.
Alright, cool. Now here's Confuse. I think the way I'm going to make Confusion work is make it a... for enemies, I'll make it a 50-50 shot.
Hmm.
Actually, Confuse is like 30%, right?
I forget. I know it always works on me whenever I don't want it to. Let's see. Pokemon, Confuse, Attack, Raid. Yeah, if Pokemon has a confused. If a Pokemon is confused, there's a 50% chance to each turn to attack itself instead of its intended target. And the self-inflicted damage is calculated as if the Pokemon had used a typeless physical attack with 40 power. Because there are typeless moves.
Sometimes this is attack. So. Recharging. Set. I'll use the D6 for that with Aussie evens.
Odd.
So what are you eating?
A Pop-Tart.
Oh, okay. I can hear the food through the mic, dude. Okay, man.
I used Rattle, it was super effective.
My bones are rattled, that's for sure. Oh yeah, so yeah, what did you want Stanley to do?
So, Rhydon hasn't been hit yet, but what moves do you have again for their attacks?
Rhydon?
Yeah, I mean, Stanley.
Rhydon has Bulldoze.
What does Stanley have?
Oh, Stanley? Oh, Stanley. Stanley's attacks are Struggle Bug, Light Screen, Magic Coat, and Side B. No, that's alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Stanley has Electro Web, String Shot, Assurance, and Trap.
Right. I think Electro Web wouldn't work very well on Rhydon and active Pokemon.
If you want more information on any of the moves, I can read them out to you.
You see that Silk Trap had a attack, or is it just like a it's the protects user and lowers speed by 10 if hit with a physical attack. It lowers their speed by 10. Right.
I have to reword it, but basically it's to protect that lowers the opponent's speed.
Yeah. I kind of almost wanted to put on more traps, but I feel like he can't like get any good spots now. A lot of them are kind of in their spots already.
Yeah, you guys won't set off the traps, so if you want to put traps around him, you can do that.
I guess you could put one. So how do you place them again?
So as long as they are 60 feet, so like I can't do diagonal, but I can do like up one square or left another square, and
Right.
each square is 20 feet.
So you said 60 feet is how far they can each go.
Yeah.
Okay.
They each have a 60 feet range.
So I was thinking put one below Rhydon, to the right of Rhydon, and then or maybe have him move. Maybe have him move first, down to the left of Paul, to put one where he was, and then put then put the other two. Well, actually, 20, 40.
Yeah, think about it for a sec.
Yeah, he can't quite reach that way. Maybe have him move two squares to the right of Joe, and then put those two like the.
So you want them here or here?
He's 2 squares to the right of Joe. So yeah, that'll be where the it's hard to see because you think he's going out.
Where the light bulb? Alright, so here?
Your character keeps pausing. Yeah, right there. So yeah, he can place one to his left and then one above him. And then I think he can put one where he was from there too, right? I think that's 60, right?
You want one here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
60 exactly. So duplicate, and then you want one here,
Yep.
and then one up here.
To the right of Rhydon, yeah. To the right of him.
To the right or to the left?
To the right.
So here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Alright, cool.
Is that like a bonus action, or is that like an action?
Bonus action. So
Bonus
you can
action.
still attack.
Okay. And there's assurance, and the other. What was the other attack move? Was it just assurance? The string shot's not an attack.
Assurance, Electro Web,
Electro Web.
Shot, and Assurance. So Electro Web is a damaging move.
Right. I'm guessing it doesn't really matter what type it is in this because you're not doing types. So probably just having to use Electro Web. Is that?
Alright.
I don't think Electro Web has any AOE, so it only would hit who it's targeting. So
That's fine. Because Danny's using an electric attack, it'll ignite the newly set traps.
Okay.
You would have to use an electric attack on the webs because they're not your webs, but because Stanley's activating the electric attack, it'll electrify them. So they'll still be electric traps.
Okay.
So all the webs on the map are electrified. So you're gonna have him use Electro Web on Rhyhorn?
Right on, yeah.
Right on, yeah. Okay.
That way that way he keeps his quarter damage buff thing. Wait,
True, okay.
he's attacking somebody else. Not a great roll.
But it's been a minute since he's been hit, so I might let it go through anyway. Just because I still need to work on balancing armor class out. Because I think some of these are just too high. At least for our enemy characters. So
Yeah.
9 and plus is that 13. Yeah, I'll just say that hits.
Okay.
So electric web hits. 55 plus 43, 98. Minus special defense. Oh, he did switch targets too, so he went from him to Rhydon.
Yeah, so quarter damage, yeah.
That will also increase his attack by a fourth. increases damage by a fourth of his strength. So his strength is 56. 56 divided by 4 is 14. So 14, 53, 67. Okay. So he's taking 67 damage. 1866. And then there is the web damage now that his turn's ended. And I'll probably just have that be a damage over each individual turn, just because they have pretty high HP and a quarter of his dex isn't that strong.
Right.
It's a fifth of his dex, so that's even less. So that's about 9-ish. So that's 9. Alright, cool. Alright. And then that was Stanley's turn, so it is now your turn.
Let's see. What did Orion do again?
X based off of based off of his deck. He adds his dex to your attack, to whatever attack you're gonna do.
I mean,
like,
like,
follow-up attack.
I mean, what did Orion do this turn? This round of combat?
Oh, he used Link Blast on Joe, making him confused.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it was.
And Link Blast isn't a move; it's like his ability, or this
It's his power, but because technically, I probably could have just let him attack after that actually, but so.
Oh well.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not something you'd be able to copycat.
Yeah, that's why I was asking you. Let's see.
Oh.
And the last
You
thing
guys are like pretty good friends, so.
I don't know if I can just steal its superpower. It's a little weird to just do whatever I want. Probably won't do that.
Yeah, you're right. I'll probably just limit it to like 2 attacks. You could already do 2. Like you're already way too versatile with copycat.
Yeah, unless I want to
Just
make it.
because everyone's attacking at once, you can literally just pick from like out of like what 6 additional attacks.
That's why I want to just turn into like a copy ninja and just that'd be my superpower. Just remember every move ever. Just pull them out of a hat.
That's the magician vibe.
Yeah, but like.
Actually, yeah, no. Just pull a power out of your top hat. That's actually kind of funny. I like that. That'll be your superpower. The grappling hook could just be an equipment item you have.
But like, would that be like metronome, but like with moves I've seen?
It's metronome, but it's from what you've already seen.
Yeah, how
so
would
you can just copycat something and then pull it out of your hat.
But you're able to select it, okay? Because otherwise it'd be hard to keep adding to the dice roll.
It'd be harder to plan around it, yeah. With the copycat, you could just choose whatever move you've already seen that rotation.
Alright. What did
even if that move missed it.
What did King's Gambit use on the last turn?
Fury Cutter.
Fury Cutter. I think it should count as a regular attack move.
Yeah, with Fury Cutter, because this would be your first time using it, it would only do base 40.
Right.
Base 40 plus strength.
Plus the protein bonus damage, I guess.
Yeah, you'd still be doing damage just because of all your other additives.
But yeah, on its own it's pretty weak though.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what I've seen used. Rhydon hasn't even got close enough to do anything yet.
So he used charged, he used bulk up, and then he used, I believe, he used Electro Web.
Right, but like yeah, Rhydon hasn't done anything. Isn't even attacked yet.
Yeah.
He's just been running the whole time.
He's been trying to get to y'all.
But now I blocked him.
Because you guys are so far away, there's like no point in trying to move closer.
Right.
He's only a physical attacker.
Right. You said only ones I've seen in this battle, is what you're saying, for that ability?
Huh?
Or just in general?
Honestly, I was gonna say like this current rotation, but I think this battle, being able to copy moves from everyone on the battlefield.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was gonna use telekinesis from Alakazam, but that's not this battle.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what moves I've seen.
So you've seen Fury Cutter from Jose from the King Gambit.
Yeah.
He hasn't really done anything else. You've seen Charge, Shockwave,
Right.
and he hasn't done anything yet. From Stanley, you've seen Electroweb and Assurance. And you've seen... And then Paul... use Beat Up and Bulk Up.
Right. Bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Let's see. I think only Joe was hit recently. Oh, he right on was also hit.
Oh, you didn't... David
I think that, yeah. Yeah, yeah, Stanley hit right on, and then Orion hit Joe. I think Paul also hit Joe.
Yes, he bulked up his turn, but yeah.
Are we worrying about engagement and moving out of combat with somebody in terms of taking like a opportunity attack? Not really.
Nah.
Okay. So I don't know if I would want to put myself in that spot, because like, the only spot I could like put myself would be right next to Rhydon to hit Joe.
Get a dog pile on him.
Right.
And then don't forget you do have your grappling hook that you can use to crowd control.
Right. I think the latest one here is probably like the Buzz. I think King Gambit actually is heavier than he looks.
Let me check.
I think I searched King's Gambit weight and it says it's a chest opening, so it doesn't have a weight. Like, yes, I'm not talking about moves and chest. Yeah, he's 264.6 pounds. Jeez. He's a heavy boy. Maybe heavier than Rhydon.
His weight is no. He's like
Yeah, Rhydon's actually a little bit heavier, but only barely.
But you would have to pass your strength check, not like.
I kind of want to pull Joe into that electro web to his left.
Okay.
So, I think they said
you can.
I think he said 100 feet, right?
Yeah, 100 feet's fine. It's a grappling hook, so it needs to go really far.
Right. So I need to pass a strength test against them, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So
roll, just do a strength check.
50, 55, and then 20. That's 8 total. Okay, that's probably not enough.
Good grief. No, it is not. Fine. But you still have your movement action, so are you just gonna keep boxing with King Gambit for a bit? Because he's free from his web now, so he can actually like move around and help you.
Right.
Alright. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Probably some pedal blizzard.
Alrighty.
So let's see.
Blizzard. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, that's a range attack, so it'll be Dex, right? No, I guess it doesn't matter.
No, Pedal Blizzard technically counts as a physical move.
Right.
It technically counts as a physical move, so it's technically a physical attack, but with that has range.
Right. I know there's something in my abilities for that.
Yeah, you still have like Hidden Trick, which scales, and you have all your other additives.
Yeah, when using physical attacks, this Pokemon's damage can also count as a ranged move, allowing for Dex to add to damage. 1/4 Dex. When using range attacks.
Yeah. So, basically just add your Dex and your range to your attack, and then that'll be a total damage for now.
Right. But yeah, otherwise... So 55. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, because like the modifier makes it 5 regardless. I'm always adding 5 to the d20 anyway, so it's like if it really matters. All right, 18 plus 5, yeah, 23.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that hits.
Okay. So then we got.
So that hits. So go ahead. So
that's 90 damage, and then half of that, so 130. Wait, yeah, 135. No, for half, and then another half of that.
Yeah, you're right.
For the protein.
135 divided by 2 would be 67. 67 plus your 135. So 202 damage total.
And then you're adding Orion.
I will in a second.
And then I rolled the d20 for the sweet scent.
61. Yep.
And then add 13 after that.
So a total of 276. I'll subtract, and that's a physical attack.
Yep.
So he does have a high physical defense. So it's a 120. So I'm gonna subtract 120 from that. So you're doing 156 damage total.
Not bad.
Yeah. 241 minus 156. 1685. Alright, cool. Yeah, these guys are tough. Yeesh. I know they're tough, they're big shots. But we're gonna take them down in no time flat. I just gotta build up just a little more energy. Ooh, you're gonna use that? I sure am. Just give me 5 minutes. Careful, we might not have 5 minutes with how much they're pummeling us.
Hmm.
Alright. So now it is Stanley. No, yeah, it's on Misto. Now it is Joe, who is still charged. Alright. Whew. We're gonna need just a little more energy. He charges a second time.
Okay.
And then that'll end his third. Paul will go ahead and target Joe. His strength and defense are up, so he's probably just gonna. If you do you want him to just continue attacking?
Yeah. I kind of want him to knock out Joe.
Okay. Alright. Alrighty. He's bulked up, so I'll add this 6 to his hit dice as well. Not that it matters. His armor, Electabuzz' armor class is actually really bad. Okay, I keep forgetting to use Joe's ability whenever his turn ends. Okay, but that's fine. So, I will, let's see what he's going to use. He already bulked up, so I'm just going to have him do it. Two, 4. Okay, fine. I guess he's bulking up again.
I mean, didn't I say I wanted him to attack?
Oh yeah, you did. That's right. I wasn't leaving that to RNG.
I guess that's
He's
the
actually wanted to do something.
Yeah, which one, I guess?
Going to act.
Yeah, take down or beat up.
Yeah, I'll have him use takedown.
Okay.
So 90 plus his strength, so 76. So let's see if that hits.
Not bad roll.
10. So 166 minus his physical defense. Oh no, because I buffed his attack. So let me see. So, but it's still 90 plus his strength, which plus his strength, which is 76 plus 6, making me 82. So plus 82. So 172 minus 57. 115. Alright. Alright.
And then he takes a fourth of whatever damage he dealt. You know, it's in German. The movie's called Body Check.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah, takedown is a. Does takedown do?
Yeah, it's recoil, yeah.
Let me check that.
It does a quarter of whatever damage they inflicted.
Does he recoil? It's good because Paul needs damage for.
Right.
Four. And so that will end his turn, I believe. Oh, and because his turn ends, I believe you did the most damage, so he has the passive on ability. After each attack, this Pokemon can pass a berry onto a party member of their choosing. That party member could either use it to heal or bolster their damage. Both options are scaled by a fifth of his strength. So you have a fruit.
Yes, that probably would be boosting damage.
You have a fruit, and then I believe he also self-proclaimed boss of the troop. Character on his team that does the most damage will be labeled the leader each turn. When the leader takes an attack action, all party members will use jumping attacks regardless of bond. So you also, I believe, because you're always doing you're always the leader. So this emblem on you as well. On your next turn, whatever attack you do, in addition to Orion's Link, all party members will do jumping attacks. So you'll have like 5 additional like damage things to add.
Okay.
I was wondering because I killed their HP high because of all this stuff, and I just kept forgetting to use it. We'll definitely make these a different color so they're easier to see on the map though in the future. But for now, I'm kind of like. Alright, so that's Paul's turn. Alright, now it is Alex's turn. Let's see, who is he gonna target? The only viable target's gonna be Paul and Stanley, so I'll just do odds. So he goes towards Paul. Most efficient route has him walking down, which means he goes, no matter what, he goes into one of the...
Right, that's kind of the plan, yeah. To surround him.
Yeah. But honestly, that was, like, pretty good. Like, I'm mostly like, oh, it's like, oh man, it's so cool. Like, all the stuff I mentioned, like, you're actually able to, like, strategize and do stuff with. So it's like, heck yeah, I can be a good game designer. I just need to, like, figure out how numbers work. That makes me feel good, because it's like, okay, cool, this is actually stuff players can think about and strategize around. Alright, so he is in that trap. He is binded, so his movement stops. However, he is also within Stanley's range, so he can still attack Stanley.
Right.
Go ahead and that's it. But for Stanley, it's a status move. He's gonna lower Tail Whip. Doesn't need to connect. Lowest target's defense by 5. Dude, that's like mean. I'll just. The character feature being a butt, so I'm just gonna go ahead and -5. Alright, it is Jose's turn. He's right next to you. What attack is he going to use? Nice, he's gonna use Fury Cutter again. Okay.
He has a lot of fury.
My fury knows no bounds now that I'm free from your trap. Okay.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. So you dodge with ease because your armor class is way too freaking high.
Oh. Yawning.
Joe, don't worry. I got just the amount of energy I need. Yeah, you hear that? Boss is gonna beat you guys up. Somehow. All right. So now with that, it is Orion's turn.
Hmm.
All right. I think Orion is just gonna. Do you want him to do anything specific?
Target Joe, probably. Isn't Joe confused? Wasn't he supposed to roll to see if he could even charge last turn?
Sure, you're right. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Odds, evens. So that's heads. Okay, it went through anyway.
Okay.
Tail. So Pokemon in the TCG, it's heads. It worked. The attack goes through. Tails, the attack fails. Evens are usually heads. Odds are usually tails. So.
Okay, fair enough.
Perfect. So if I ever say heads or tails. Alright, so okay, so we're good on that. Alrighty, so
I don't think Psybeam does any extra damage.
You want to target Joe, right?
Yeah, target Joe. Yeah. And his attack spells. His attack moves are Struggle Bug and Psybeam. I don't think Struggle Bug does anything to a confused target.
No.
What is Struggle Bug's secondary effect?
Struggle Bug lowers Dex by 10. So
Okay.
basically, whatever their special attack scaling is, it lowers that by 10. I think 10 might be a bit silly. I might say. The lower Dex by 5.
Okay. And the power of Struggle Bug versus Psybeam?
50 versus 65.
Okay. I think I wanted him to lower his dex as much as he can, so that he is less effective when he is fully charged. If he still survives, so probably do Struggle Bug.
Okay. And that is a Dex, so that's gonna have 60 range by default, and that will hit, and that will connect if it hits.
Yeah.
9 plus his Dex, yeah, that hits.
Okay.
So Struggle Bug will do. And then your Dex is what? Again?
52.
52. Alright, so 163. You're targeting Joe, so that's going to be the 8. So it's going to be a total, so 946. This is 8, and then his special attack will be lowered by 5. And this is the boss sheet, so this isn't going to be the same, so I don't mind actually modifying the stats on here. 46, so 40. There we go. Alrighty, and then because that was an attack, Orion still has his bonus action. Do you want him to link with another party member, or do you want him to link burst on an enemy?
What's the difference again?
Because right now, link burst is basically being able to link with a teammate and do guaranteed follow-up attacks by adding his dex. Link blast is targeting an enemy and then dealing psychic damage as well as inflicting confusion.
Right. So he's only linked with me right now, right?
And then you'll still retain your link with him. So if he links with, say, like if he links with like Paul or Stanley, their attacks will also do additional follow-up damage. Orion will help them out too. So Orion will have 2 people backing him up, whereas you'll have him, and then you'll have him backing you up. And he'll have him backing him up.
Okay. I think the turn order.
You benefit either way.
Yeah.
You want more follow-up attacks, or you want immediate damage and a little bit of hindrance.
Right. So the turn order would be him, Stanley, then me, then Paul.
Mm-hmm.
So probably have him link with Paul.
Stow Joe with Paul. The link with Paul? Okay.
That way, when he attacks Joe, it'll do more damage.
Alrighty. So I'll remove these 2 to signify that and I'll use the actual link with a different item thing. So remove that. The U symbol for I'll use the text bubble. And so you guys are linked with each other.
I'm wearing a little hat.
Yeah. Alright. So he's gonna do that. And then that will be his turn because he already attacked. So yeah. So next time either one of you attacks, he'll follow up, and then you have the leader thing on you, so everyone all your party members will back you up.
Okay.
And then because Orion's separate technically, I'll probably have him do an additional. I'm not sure how that's gonna stack, if that's gonna stack at all.
Alright.
But worst case scenario, I think I'll probably make it to where the follow-up attacks don't stack, but having 3 follow-up attacks is still really good.
Right.
And then you still have the fruit that can bolster your strength too. But that's Orion's turn. It is currently Stanley's turn.
Right.
What do you want your buddy to do?
Oh, you use assurance on Joe.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Which means he needs to move to his above him, I guess. Which if
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So
yeah,
and then he has the speed for it. Let me see.
yeah. And I'm guessing even
You're paired with 2 fully evolved Pokemon, so the speed is not an issue.
yeah. And I'm guessing that if his traps being the way where it issued, that his ability probably would negate that, or his power. I mean.
I'm gonna make it to where party members can't get trapped in his traps, so that includes him.
Right. But yeah, regardless, like I feel like he could, web swing over stuff using his power. Because his power makes him faster, but it probably would also make him, swing. So,
True,
yeah.
Yeah. The actual thing is being able to move on walls and stuff like that, and him being able to use his webs to swing around.
Right.
So yeah. Could be you, Joe. And so he's gonna attack Joe.
Yep.
And you said you're gonna use assurance, right?
Yeah, since he's been damaged, and so it'll do whatever. Oh, why'd it say question mark? Why do you want question mark?
Oh, I clicked hit and roll on accident. My bad.
I'll take the 18.
The first one was a 6. It would have hit anyway because his mod's high, but still.
Right. But yeah, so...
No, 6 plus 4. No, it wouldn't have, actually. No, wait. It would have tied, which means it would have lost. So, never mind. That 18 was the better one.
Okay.
Alright, so assurance work means...
That means he does... double damage, because he's taking damage. What?
Yeah, so we base 120.
And then he would do... he would do that quarter damage because his target's gonna be different too.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's nice. You're actually having switch targets.
Yeah.
So, fourth of the total damage to 176 divided by 4. 44. So, plus 176 equals 220. And then you're attacking Joe, and this is a physical defense attack. Yeah, assurance is physical, so subtract 57 from that. So 163. So 868 minus 163. 705.
You say 705?
Yeah.
Like 705 damage?
HP, not damage. That was me calculating remaining HP.
Okay. Let's say like either this is his remaining HP or he did way too much damage.
Yeah. So no. Stanley's not that powered, not that strong. He's a trap setter. He's not meant to do a whole lot. And that was, I think so that quarter of the strength that damage, but that's fine. Damn it, that's strength. So, and then the webs are electrified, so that will, I'll also make it to where that does a fifth of his dexterity, which I believe was 9. So that's going to do an additional 9 damage. So 15 minus 9, so that's going to be
to right on. That'd be to right on.
Yeah. To right on, yeah. So then, yep, that's going to be 9 damage, 57, 48, cool, 18. Let's see.
They're rolling hidden dice again.
That was Stanley's turn. So now it is your turn.
Okay.
Oh, I still have the hidden dice roll?
I think that's what it said last time anyway. Yeah, it's still there, yeah.
Pick up dice. There we go. Okay, so that's good. So, I don't mind being transparent with my numbers, but that's good that I can do that.
Right. Let's see. We'll probably use that berry first.
Alright.
So what was the roll for that?
You'll use it to bolster your strength. That's just going to be a direct scale. So that's going to directly scale off of Paul's
Strength.
So we see Defiance, Team Synergy. Oh yeah, and that's right. Passimian also boosts the damage of follow-up attacks by D20 damage. So the next time Orion does his thing, well, actually, when everyone does their thing, I'll roll for their additives.
Right.
So remind me to do that, but then pass it on. Before I remember, either to heal or bolster their strength by a fifth of Passimian's strength. So right now his strength is 76 divided by 5. I believe that is 65, 70, 75. I believe that is 15.
Yeah.
So it'll boost your immediate strength by 15.
What is the range, like the AoE-ish of Petal Lizard?
Because it's a strong wind, I'll make it a So, it's 20, 40. So at 60, it'll spread up and down, but it won't hit Stanley because he's a party member. It won't hit Stanley or Paul.
So it
So
only
if you
go.
want to move closer,
It only go up and down. It won't go left and right if I wanted to.
let's see. So what do you mean, like
Like I would
well,
target.
who were you trying to? You're trying to attack Joe, I presume. Or you're
I,
trying to...
I, I would target Joe, and I wanted it to hit right on as well, but
Yeah. So if you move closer, you can,
how close?
because you'll be shooting it in a straight line. It'll just cone outwards.
Right. Yeah, I figured a cone made sense. Yeah. How close would I need to be?
Because it's a strong wind, I'll say. I give special attack 60 range by default anyway, and you won't have to worry about activating any of the traps like Stanley set.
Right.
So if you want to just move like 2 squares, you should be able to do.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Alright.
We'll move 2 to the right, and then use Pale Wizard on Joe. I don't know why Discord keeps saying that your stream is paused.
I'm on the Photoshop tab, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure what the deal is.
Yeah, something weird's going on.
It might be because I have too many tabs open.
Maybe.
Alright. Well,
Yeah, roll for if it hits. Okay. 2 plus 5. That's 17 total.
yeah, and because it hit Joe, I'll go ahead and say it hits Alex too.
Yeah.
And you consumed the fruit already, so I'll go ahead and remove that.
So yeah, the fruit's bonus damage.
Blizzard.